Welcome to your daily focus for August the 27th, 2015. My name is Tilly and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you so much for all the love and support that you send my way each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now let's get right to the cards. We have the Page of Cups as our very first card. And the first thing I thought of was honoring your inner child. Okay, the Page of Cups very much represents your inner child. Or somebody, if you're doing a private reading, it could be somebody younger than you coming your way. If it's a romance reading, it's somebody younger coming your way. If you're looking for some kind of message to appear in your life, it would come from somebody younger than you. But in a general reading, I would have to say this is all about your inner child and honoring your inner child and loving you and experiencing the world. Yes, we need to be serious about what we're doing in our work, but we also need to allow ourselves to take time to let that inner child out, to instill a happiness, a joy. You know, I was watching an interview, and it was a magician. And so when he was working on new tricks and whatnot, and he did magic for children. So he says a child thinks so differently than an adult. And he says, I could tape myself doing the new magic trick and I could perfect it in that way. He says, but the minute I do it in front of a child is when the truth comes out because they see the world in such a different way. So he'll go to a park where there'll be a lot of children and perform the new magic trick over and over again, and then interview the child. What did you like? What didn't you like? Did you see what I did? Do you think it was magic? Because he said the perception of a child is so different than a perception of an adult, that we lose a lot of the magic. We lose a lot of just honestly loving in the moment, without expectation, without wanting something from the laughter and the joy and the happiness, but just experiencing the happiness, the joy, and the happiness for itself. And we need to tap into that today. We need to allow our inner child to come out and just experience joy for the sake of experiencing joy. Now, we have the Nine of Wands right next to it, and this is the anxiety card. Okay, every one of those wands represents an anxiety in your life, a sadness in your life, turmoil in your life. Now, what I really get with this one is, and I love the way the artist portrays this card, because he takes each one of those anxieties and he meditates on them. And it's almost like he's offering it up to God. Help me with this. Give me your knowledge. What should I do? Give me your strength. Should this be something I'm even worried about? When 90% of what we worry and we fear never comes a reality in our lives. We're great at working out the fears. We're not so good at working out the happiness in our minds. And we really need to switch that over. Thus, the inner child is there telling us that we need to, just remove those anxieties in our life and give it up to God. Ask for help. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is a declaration. There's those wands again. But this time they're fully illuminated, aren't they? We know what to do in every situation, or the majority of them. We've found strength within our anxieties. We've learned how to make those anxieties actually work in our favor. Maybe they are the new motivators in our life. So where you have an anxiety, perhaps that is going to be the new motivator to make you stand up. And, this is making a declaration. This is making a declaration. It could be just to yourself. It could be others. I think it's more to others today, because we do have partnership here. 31 partnership, which 3 plus 1 is 4, and it's all about the balance. We have been so much about structure and balance the last little while, haven't we? And here we are looking at our partnerships. So our love partnerships, our work partnerships within the neighborhood, within the community, at work, at home. So back to the anxiety. Where are you feeling anxieties, especially when it comes to working with other people? What will relieve some of that anxiety? Is it having the conversation with another person? Is it going in a different direction than them? I see the sun rising in the background and taking away those anxieties. So where are you feeling the most stress? Where are you feeling like, it almost, stress is an amazing thing. It can make us sick. It can pull us down. It can make us not want to get out of bed in the morning. It can stop us from being able to effectively do the actions needed throughout the day in order to get to the goal. So we really need to look at our anxieties, but we also need to disperse our anxieties and realize that the majority of our anxieties are just lessons so that we gain the wisdom. And most of our anxieties, especially if it's what you're fearing that might become, usually don't end up being as bad. And I see the sun rising here on you. So it's having a faith within yourself that you can handle everything that's given to you. A faith that God, your angels, your spirit guides have your back and are going to help you through it. That there's a reason for it. So treat it more as an adventure than you would something that's going to weigh you down, pull you down. Look for the lesson that's wrapped up there. Look for the wisdom that you really need to gain in order to go forward. And I think it's going to bring you to some declarations. It's going to bring you into, if you're a parent in the home and people aren't helping you in the way that they should be. And it can cause you a lot of anxiety because you feel like you've got to do it all. And so if you take some time and pull yourself away and really think through the anxiety, you can actually work out how you're going to make that declaration of, okay, today is a new day and these are the new rules of the house. You're going to do this. I'm going to do that. Can you help me? Will you help me? Could you help me? So maybe it's strengthening those partnerships or making them actual partnerships, actually, rather than just coexistence. But most importantly, remember your first card here today. Honor your inner child. Allow happiness and joy and smiles. That'll give you the strength. That'll give you the wisdom. That'll give you the courage because it will raise your energy. It will raise your light. To smile and laugh for no other reason than to smile and laugh and feel joy. And that's when we get inspired. That's when the creativity starts to flow. That's when our anxieties start to just lessen or dissipate completely. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.